housing and subdivision development. Okay. So last meeting, I introduced you to BP 220, which covers economic and socialized housing. Alright. BP 220 was coined to address the housing shortage in the Philippines. In fact, ever since at least the Philippine government recorded statistics, laging housing ang problema. Laging may kulang sa housing. Okay. Okay. So, socialized housing refers to housing that is affordable for low-income earners. Wait lang, mute natin yung mga tao. Okay. And supposedly, 30% gross family income. Oh my. Ba't nag-unmute? Alright. 30% lang ng gross family income ang maximum amortization, no? But this is determined by the National Economic and Development Authority or the NEDA. Since nagbabago yung income, so nagbabago din yung threshold kung magkano man yun. Okay. So it also includes government-initiated sites and services development and construction of economic and socialized housing projects in depressed areas. Okay. Okay. All right. So even though BP 220 is geared towards those who can afford less, it tries to protect the public, the buying public, especially those who are already, how do you say it, less fortunate, okay, that they don't have housing. Okay. And so it still tries to provide environmental ecology, hygiene and cleanliness, physical, cultural, and spiritual development, and public safety. So it also tries to make use of indigenous materials for building construction and other relevant factors. And then, so as I said, this BP 220 applies to economic socialized housing in both urban and rural areas. It also applies to house and lot or house only or lot only. Okay, so some mostly lot only. Wala na yung house only. Okay. So if in case na lot lang ibebenta ng isang economic or socialized project, okay, ang minimum lot size is 72 square meters. Okay. And dapat 40% lang siya ng buong ng house and lot. Kung merong house and lot, 40% lang yung maximum price nung lot only. Okay. Tapos I gave you an exercise on definition of terms. Actually, definition of terms is basically siguro conservatively 40% ng board exams. So iba-ibahin lang nila yung wording, pero yun din yung bagsak. The testing your understanding of what words mean. Sir, bakit po kaya dito sa Cebu minimum lot cutting for lot only is 50 square meters? Yan ba yung ano? Wait lang ha. Miss Marisa, yan ba yung ano, data?
Yes po.
Oo.
50 square meters.
Yuta, data.
Yes po, yun po yun.
Oo. Siyempre,
Kasi walang license to sell, kaya
Ibig
siguro
sabihin,
nag-ano pa sila.
oo, illegal development. Oo, kaya gano'n. Hinuhuli na yan. Hinuhuli na yan, eh. Oo. Yung sinasabi ni Sir Richard, pagka lot only, kapagka merong house, iba yung technical requirement. Oo, yeah. Miss Marisa, I lived in Cebu for 4 years.
Saan po sa Cebu, sir?
Yes. Cebu City, Jud.
Okay.
Oo. Niskwela ba ako sa USJR 3 years.
Tapos Manila na.
Dili, Bacolod, kayo, taga Bacolod, manggod ko.
Ah.
Nagbisaya na Jud ko. Alright. Alright, later.
Sige.
Okay. Okay, so, cluster housing. Cluster housing, sino makaka-answer? What is cluster housing? Anyone?
Letter A po.
Letter A. Alright. Cluster housing is a single family detached dwelling containing 3 or more separate living units grouped closely together. Sige. Tama ba? Ayan, tama. Gawin natin gano'n. Sige, tawag ulit tayo ng mga tao. Ano lang to for recall. Okay. Miss January. Miss January. Tawag tayo ng mga hindi ko pa nakakausap.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sige, answer. What is a single detached house?
A dwelling for one family, completely
Service,
surrounded permanent open spaces po.
Si Miss January.
Letter B, sir.
Letter B. A dwelling for one family, completely surrounded by permanent open spaces. All right. That is correct. That's B. All right. Meaning may space all around. That's why it's detached. Yan. Okay. Let's see. Let's look for Sir Mario. Or Mario? Ebalida.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Answer. What is a row
Letter
house?
D.
Row house?
Sorry. Row house
Okay.
na po.
Letter D, a single attached dwelling containing 3 or more separate living units assigned in a row is correct. All right. Thank you. Let's see. Sir, Lazar? Joe Mendoza? Not there? Dalawa pa yung device mo. Okay. Sir Dennis Montehermoso. Oh, what's happening? Miss Jelly Co? Jelly Co? Okay. Ala. Miss Mel Duque. Okay, mahina ang net. O sige na nga, kung sino na lang gusto. Sino?
Letter D po.
Letter D, multi-family dwelling on one lot containing separate living units for 3 or more families. All right, that's correct. What is a sanitary core?
C po. Letter C.
Tinandaan nyo lang yan. Alright. Alright. It's letter C only because kulang yung A, kulang yung B, tsaka mali talaga yung D. Alright. So includes roughing ins for sanitary and water lines. Pero hindi rin yan complete. Pero at least yan yung included. And, okay. What is a shell house?
A.
A.
po. A.
With all exterior walls and openings for doors and windows. Ayan. Ayan. So may at least may openings ng door and windows. Kahit walang doors and windows. So shell house. And A. What is a complete house?
A.
A. Complete house with all exterior walls, doors, and windows. Habitable dwelling unit is correct. All right. What is an alley?
C.
An
I
alley
see.
Public way intended to break a block and
serve
serve both
pedestrians
pedestrians and emergency
vehicles.
vehicles.
All right, that is correct. C. What is a pathwalk or a footpath?
Letter A.
A.
A public way intended for pedestrians to provide access to adjacent streets or property. Correct. That's correct. Sorry. Which type of housing is suitable for 3 or more families with common access, services, and use of land?
D. Letter C.
Hmm?
Letter
D
D.
po. Multi-family.
Multi-family dwelling.
Multi-family dwelling. 3 or more
Ay,
families.
Di pala.
All right. Type of housing that is single detached dwelling with separate living units assigned in a row.
C.
Letter C.
C. Letter C po.
Row house.
Row house.
Type of housing includes duplex, quadruplexes, and terraces.
A.
Letter A.
House.
Cluster housing. All right. Maximum length of a footpath.
Letter
Footpath.
A.
A.
50 meters.
50 meters. All right. Good job. What is the distinguishing feature of a single attached dwelling, such as a duplex or a terrace?
Letter B.
Letter B. B po.
From other units,
Kapag single attached,
party or lot line spots.
sa other units by lot lines, walls. Correct. That's correct. B. All right. So let's continue with new information. Okay, so admittedly, for tonight, medyo siya, technical. So just be familiar for now kasi hindi nyo rin talaga matatandaan lahat. But be familiar with what we will look into.
Yeah.
So, okay. Okay. All right. So, once again, one of the books that you have to look into, not just for the board exam, but also for your practice someday, is the revised implementing rules and regulations for Batas Pambansa 220. Today, we are going to look into the basic needs of human settlements under minimum design standards. So basic needs of human settlements include movement and circulation, water, storm drainage, solid and liquid waste disposal, power, and parks and playground. So if you want to memorize that, so that is MWSSPP, and basic needs of human settlements. Okay. Then we will look into pricing. Pricing. As of 2021, okay, ang economic housing daw na may minimum floor area na 22 square meters ay may price ceiling na 1.7 million. Okay. So, it doesn't matter if it's a single detached, a duplex single attached, or a row house. Okay. But the minimum ceiling price is 1.7 million. Okay. However, nag-release na yan ng memo na tumaas na yan. So according to the DHSUD, the price ceiling for economic housing is now 2.5 million. 2.5 million as of 2022. Okay. Remember, for economic housing. Pero kasi minsan yung test bank hindi na-update. So pag nakita mo yung 1.7 million, yan yung sagot. Unless makita mo yung 2.5. Okay. For socialized condominium projects. So meron yan. Meron mga socialized condominium projects in Metro Manila and nearby areas. Ang 22 square meters na socialized condominium, ang ceiling is 700,000. Tapos, sorry, for 22 square meters. For 24 square meters, up to 750,000. All other areas outside Metro Manila and nearby areas, 600,000 and 650,000 respectively for 22 square meters and 24 square meters. Okay. May kilala pa ba kayong socialized condominium projects sa Metro Manila?
Hindi po ba yung condominium?
Yeah. Oo, yun nga.
Deca Homes.
Yung city, sir, meron.
Yung DECA economic oo. Hindi lang yun. Mahal na rin yung DECA. Hindi na rin siya 700,000. Parang 3 million na rin yata. Economic yun. Ito socialized Meron talagang price ceiling. Yan. Okay. For socialized subdivision projects, kapag daw 22 square meters with loft or 24 square meters without loft, ang ceiling is 480,000. For 24 square meters with loft or 28 square meters without loft, 530,000. And then for 28 square meters with loft and 32 square meters without loft, na pwedeng two-story siya, na may 16 square meters per floor, ang ceiling is 580,000. Alright. So, di na po counted ang UP Bliss. Iba na yung nun. Nung time na binibenta siya, siya, socialized subdivision, yes. Pero ngayon parang ang lalaki nung unit nun na nakapasok ako ng isa ng dati. Alright. Yeah. Si to, 'di ba? Si Miss Annalisa Padis to, yung iPad. So merong 1.7 M na DECA, economic 'yan. Economic condo 'yan. Alright. Alright. So in terms of area planning, the project design, sabi lang naman dito, ang project design should consider possible expansion. Possible expansion. How it is, how it will be. Ang meaning lang is, will there be a chance, for it to be, what's this? For it to be expanded, or it's not going to affect nearby areas. The project will not affect nearby areas. And likewise, allocation and alignment of various utilities like water, electricity, etc. Tapos, in terms of site preservation and alteration, of course, yung slope, because we try to avoid flooding. So it should have a decent slope. Also, the preservation of site assets, especially trees that are 200 millimeter in caliper diameter and bigger. Also, yung topsoil will be preserved. Then yung ground cover. By ground cover, it means shrubs and trees. So including shade trees, ornamental trees, and garden plants. So even this has a law, which is PD 953, which requires planting of trees and penalizing unauthorized cutting of certain trees, plants, and vegetation. Okay. So, yung planting of trees daw, required siya sa parks and playgrounds and along planting strips. Tapos, in between power lines, maglalagay din ng shade trees. Okay. So the distance between each tree is 5 meters away from each other. Ornamental trees sa planting strip alongside the electrical power distribution lines, distance niyan 3 meters. In the whole subdivision, whether it is economic or socialized, dapat there is 1 tree for every 1 saleable lot or house and lot. So kung 500 yung dwelling units, dapat yung subdivision may 500 na puno. Nasusunod ba yun? I think naman. May mga nakita naman ako. Alright. Then we have easements. Ano yung easements? Can anyone tell me ano yung easement? In your own words.
Setback.
Anan, sir?
Setback. Easement. Daanan. Pwedeng daanan, yes. May easements na daanan, oo. Or setback, sabi nga ni Miss Charisma. Or it could also be what? What's this? Parang allowance. Allowance before a certain body, no? In body of water or a certain what's this? Entity or project like electrical lines. But yeah, kasi ang dami kasing kinds of easements. But the point is, easements will not be used. These are lands that will not be used for safety purposes mostly. In this case. So for example, the easement nearby transmission lines, okay, is 3 meters away. And the maximum that you can put up is also 3 meters in height. So kung magtatayo ka ng wall near there, maximum 3 meters lang din. Tapos 3 meters away from the transmission lines. So from there, dyan ka pa lang pwede magtayo ng subdivision. Dito pa lang. 3 meters away. Tapos yung wall mo, 3 meters in height lang maximum. Okay? Water easement. Ito pareho lang naman to sa PD 957. So kapag nasa urban areas daw, you should be 3 meters away from banks of rivers, streams, and shores of the seas and lakes. Pag nasa agricultural areas, 20 meters away. Kapag nasa forest areas, 40 meters away, okay, before the project. Okay. So yun lang. 3, 20, 40. Urban, agricultural, and forest. Okay. Ito, napag-usapan din natin sa PD 957. Parehas lang yung requirement. 5 meters away from the fault line. 5 meters away from the fault line on either side. On either side of the fault line. Ayan. Then circulation. Circulation meaning roads. So street should conform to the contours of the land. So that's why hindi rin naman ma-approve yung subdivision project mo kung slopey or hilly, maraming hills yung land na tatayuan mo ng subdivision. Ayan. Okay. So now let's look into the technical guidelines in terms for subdivisions design parameters. Okay. So we talked about in PD 957, we talked about the land allocation for saleable and non-saleable areas. Sa PD 957, ano yung saleable at non-saleable? Ilang percent?
70-30.
70-30. 30 ang minimum
Minimum.
na
Non-saleable.
non-saleable. Because it is allotted for
Open
Space.
open
Open.
spaces. Correct. Pero sa BP 220, hindi ganon. Hindi ganon ang
Variable.
it varies. It varies. So, basta sa BP 220, sinasabi lang dyan na yung non-saleable for open space is comprised of the circulation system, community facilities, and parks and playgrounds, of which each of them has their own requirements. So, ang parks and playgrounds is non-alienable. Hindi siya pwedeng ibenta at hindi rin siya pwedeng gawing community hall. So iba siya. So but you can use it for a basketball court. Can you use it for a tennis court?
Yes.
Oo naman. Oo. You- Can you use it for a swimming pool?
Yes.
Pwede. Oo, pwede yan. Pwede yan. Oo. Yun nga lang kasi we are talking about economic and socialized housing tapos biglang may swimming pool. So medyo medyo questionable pero pwede. Legally pwede. Yan. Alright. So for parks and playgrounds, kapag daw 150 units or lots, no? Lots or house and lots ang isang subdivision, 3.5% ng buong project will go into parks and playgrounds. 151 to 160, 4%. 161 to 175, 5%. 176 to 206%, 201 to 205, 7%, 226 and above, 9%. So these are for projects that are 1 hectare and above. 1 hectare and above. Paano yung less than 1 hectare? So magbabago na naman. Requirement lang kapag less than 1 hectare yung project mo is there is a minimum of 100 square meters for parks and playgrounds. 100 square, yun yung pinaka maliit no matter kung 10 lang yung lots, no? Sorry, this is for less than 150 pala. Also kung less than 150, either less than 1 hectare or less than 150 yung units, lots or house and lots. Ngayon, sis, Okay. So pagka, for example, this 150, 151. Yeah, basically that's it pala. Yung 1% increment dito na yan eh. Kaya yan naging 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Okay. Okay, then we go into community facilities. Okay. Community facilities include multi-purpose centers, schools, convenience and retail centers, and tricycle terminals. So, iba yung requirement doon sa PD 957, tapos iba rin yung sa BP 220. So, sa BP 220, 10 and below, 11 to 99, walang requirement. Hindi required lahat yan. Pag start sa 100 units to 499, required na yung multi-purpose center. Until 1,499. From 1,500 to 1,999, required ang multi-purpose center, convenience and retail center, and elementary school. 2,000 to 2,499, required na lahat. Elementary school, high school, and tricycle terminal. Tapos 2,500 to 3,000, required na rin lahat. Yeah. Yes, Miss Carissa. Sorry.
Tama po ba sa PD 957 nagbe-base po sa
Sa size.
lot size tapos dito sa number of lots or house and lot?
Hindi, ganun din. Dwelling units din. Oo. Except that, yung 30% nung buong project, pwede nang i-divide sa kung ano-ano dito. So, yun yung difference.
Thank you
Dito,
po.
kailangan lang ng provision of area for each of these. Yun nga lang, wala siyang required size. So, basta merong multi-purpose center, kahit maliit lang, okay na. Ganun. Basta may convenience store, convenience retail center, okay na. Okay. Community facilities. For community facilities, and 150 lots and below, 1% allocation, 1% ng project. Yan. 151 to 25, 1.5%. 161 to 175 and above, actually 2%. Oh, by the way, yung mga ganito, you don't need to memorize all these. Kung may itatanong man, itatanong lang dyan, yung lowest, tsaka yung highest. Tatanong siguro yung, what is the minimum allocation for parks and playgrounds in BP 220? So, yun, 3.5%. Pero pag ang tinanong, what is the minimum lot area for parks and playgrounds in BP 220? Ang sagot doon, 100 square meters. Okay. Ito, hindi naman masyado to. Hindi ko pa to nakita ang tinanong. Pero good to know na rin. Ito rin. Okay. So, circulation system. So, observe the hierarchy of roads within the subdivision. Ano yung hierarchy? Yung ano nyo na yun, nadaanan nyo na yun, yung motor,
Mami mo ko
yes, yes. Major road, minor road, court, alley, yan. So, conformity to natural topography, meaning hindi sisirain yung lupa para lang ma-flat. So, it should follow the natural topography. Consideration for access and safety, and our organization as the number of lots to lessen area for roads and enhances community action. Okay. So, so iba rin yung circulation system sa BP 220. So for economic housing, you have what? A major, collector, minor, this right of way, and carriageway. Yan. So social housing, ganun din. Tapos iba-iba lang yung size. Pero actually, ano lang naman eh. Halos pare-parehas. Yung economic housing, for example, lahat ng minor road is 6.5 meters. Kabila, ganun din. So ang nag-iba lang is yung major road, which is from 8 meters up to 15 meters for those that are 30 hectares and above. Yan. Okay. So, ang meaning lang nito yung motor court daw na right of way 6 meters ang 6 meters dapat yung road. Motor court na carriageway 5 meters ang width. Same here. Alley sa economic housing 2 meters ang minimum. So socialized housing walang requirement na meters basta meron. Right. Ang meron sa socialized housing path walk na 3 meters width. Okay. So ito yung for example, what's this? Merong subdivision na nasa loob ng public road or major road. So dati hindi naman to subdivision. Let's say dati ano to, farm to. Ginawang residential. Yan. So ang unang nagtayo siguro ito, let's say subdivision 1. Subdivision 1 nagtayo siya dito ng subdivision. Tapos nagtayo siya ng road dito, pero hanggang dito lang nung una. And later on, may bumili nitong subdivision 2. So, dahil nasa loob na yung subdivision 2, etong road daw na to, yung interconnecting to the major road, no? Into this subdivision na nasa loob ay dapat 10 meters ang width. Yan. Okay. Right. Yung setback sa PD 957 parehas din ang minimum 3 meters in depth, 5 meters in length. So kung ito yung subdivision mo, ito yung guardhouse mo, for example, so dapat ito yung setback. For what? For loading and unloading of passengers. Right. So halos ganun din to sa kanina. Ibang table lang. So economic housing, major, minor, motor court, alley. Major, motor court, major, collector, minor, motor court, alley. DO means same as above. Same as above lahat to. Ito, same as above. Same as above. Okay. Alright. Okay. So yung sidewalks and planting strips. Sidewalks basically, yun yung nilalakaran. Planting strip yung pwedeng taniman ng ornamental plants or shrubs. Sabi lang dito, kung 15 meters daw ang right of way. 15 meter right of way, meron niyang 1.2 meters na sidewalk at 1.3 meters na planting strip. Ayan. On each side ba yan? Anyone? On each side of the right of way of the road?
Yes.
Each side? Yung 1.2?
Depende po sa contour ng lot.
Hati na yan. Oo. Meaning, 0.6 each side. Oo. Oo. 0.6. Ito yung 1.2. Malapad yung 1.2 meters. So, kalahati nun. So, on each side. Yan. For sidewalk. Tapos, kalahati din for planting strips. Yan. So, tapos, mas maliit yung right of way, mas maliit din yung sidewalk or planting strips. In this case, yung planting strip dito sa 12 meters na right of way is just 0.8. Tapos 10 meters, same lang. Tapos 8 meters, 0.6 na lang yung sidewalk, 0.4 na lang yung planting strip. Tapos kapag 6.5 na lang yung right of way, 0.5 na lang yung sidewalk. Tapos optional na lang yung planting strip. Okay? So that's what happens. Okay. Okay. Yes, Miss Charisma.
Sorry, sir, may tanong ulit.
Yes.
Does it differ kung corner lot yung property or middle or end?
In terms of what?
Yun
Oh,
pong
yung planting
kung
strip tsaka
sidewalks, apa.
Hindi naman nagma-matter yung corner lot kasi this is across the whole subdivision. What? Hindi ko masyado siguro naintindihan yung question.
Kasi di po ba pag corner, meron siyang sidewalk sa gilid, tapos merong side sa frontage.
Yes. Iba na yon. Kunyari, kasi minsan yung corner lot mo, yung sa harap niya major road, sa gilid niya minor road. Diba? Pwedeng mangyari yon. So, pwedeng magkaiba yung laki nun. Yung sa gilid niya, well, unless ganito ang mangyari niyan. 10 meters yung nasa right side niya, kasi major road kunyari. So, yung sidewalk dun sa harap, sa gilid pala, 1.2. Tapos, 0.8. Tapos, sa harap niya, 8 meters lang yung right of way. So, liliit yung sidewalk. Naging 0.6 tsaka 0.4. Pero, minimum lang kasi to. So, usually yung developer, hindi naman nila yan sasadyain na paliitin pa. Oo. So, minimum lang naman to. Kung more than that, that's allowed. Less than that, hindi. Yeah.
Thank you po.
Yeah. Okay. Eto mamaya, meron pa naman akong isa pang picture that will explain this, yung crown and slope. Yan. Eto, tandaan nyo to, tinatanong to lagi halos. Okay, yung major, minor, and motor court roads daw, okay, pwede siyang i-pave with either asphalt or concrete. Okay? Asphalt or concrete. Kapag asphalt daw ang ginamit, the minimum thickness is 50 millimeters. Kapag concrete ang ginamit, 150 millimeters ang minimum thickness. Okay. Either way daw, either it is asphalt or concrete, okay, ang minimum compressive strength is 20.7 megapascals. Okay. At 28, after 28 days yan tinetest. Okay. Pag nag-dry na talaga, either yung asphalt or concrete. Yan. Ngayon, yung sidewalk or alley, so hindi naman yan major, minor road. Macadam yung finish. Macadam yung tawag sa finish nun. So that's also the requirement. Okay? So take note na lang. Ito, na-discuss ko rin to sa PD 957. Same requirement lang naman. As much as possible daw, right angles ang intersection. Okay? Right angles. Bali 90 degrees yung pag ganun. Yan. Tapos, as much as possible, yung major roads, minimize yung multiple intersections. So, hindi maraming intersections kung major road. Yun lang naman. Okay. Road grade or slope. Ito, tandaan to. Okay. Yung crown or yung gitna ng road, no, yung slope from the center, ang slope niyan pababa, minimum 1.5%. 1.5%. Okay. Ang recommendation is 1.5% to 9%. Tapos yung slope dito, pag ganun, is 7 to 9%. 7 to 9%. Yan. So, next time na you go out sa streets, tingnan mo yung road. Hindi yan flat. May slope yan na konti. Yan. Okay. Wait lang. Okay. So, how about lot requirements? Lot planning and lot requirements. Ito, memorize na naman to. Although, nung exam ko, isa lang yung tinanong dyan. Sa dami ng memorize. Isang question. So, pero hindi mo alam kasi kung anong question yung lalabas. So, memorize mo lang talaga. Alright. Ito yung minimum lot area sa economic and socialized housing. So, kapag single detached yung type of housing, ang minimum lot area nun is 72 square meters. Sa socialized, 64 square meters lang. Duplex and single attached, ang minimum lot area is 54 square meters. Sa socialized, 48 square meters. Row houses, 36 ang minimum lot area. Socialized, 28. Okay. So, nung at least ako, ginawa ko niyan, minemorize ko lang yan pababa. 725436. 725436, yan yung lot area ng economic. Socialized, 64, 48, 28. 64, 48, 28. Yan. Tapos, alam mo na yon na single detached, duplex, or single attached tapos row house. Ganun lang. Tapos isa lang yun. Isang 1 point lang yan. Sa lahat ng yan. Alright. Okay. Ito naman, frontage. Frontage meaning yung ano, where the house is or the lot is facing towards the major road. So, sa economic housing, na single detached, maraming kinds of lot. May corner lot, may regular lot, may irregular lot, may interior lot. Pag corner lot daw, 8 meters dapat ang frontage minimum. Regular lot, 8 meters then. Irregular lot, 4 meters. Then interior lot, 3 meters. Same naman sila ng socialized. 8, 8, 4, 3. 8 meters, 8 meters, 4 meters, 3 meters. Sa single attached or duplex, ganun din. 6 meters, both economic and socialized housing. So, sa row house na lang magkakaiba. Ang row house ng economic, 4 meters lang ang minimum frontage. Sa socialized, 3.5 meters lang. Okay? Okay. So for row house daw, maximum of 20 units per block. Okay. Pero hindi rin pwedeng lumagpas ng 100 meters in length. Okay. So what it means is, yung isang block, maximum 20 units lang per block. Dapat meron na siyang alley. Okay. Pero hindi rin pwedeng lumagpas ng 100 meters lahat. So, for example, yung 20 units na yan is 110 meters in length, hindi na rin yun pwede. So, either 20 units maximum or 100 meters in length maximum. It's for row house. So, in terms of blocks, ang maximum length ng block ay 400 meters. Same lang din sa PD 957. Okay. Pero kapag lumagpas ng 250 meters yung block, meron siyang alley in the middle. Okay. Okay. For the shelter component, ito yung minimum floor area. Minimum floor area. So it doesn't matter if it's a single detached, single attached, duplex, or row house. Ang pinakamaliit daw in terms of floor area sa economic housing is 22 square meters. Okay. Tapos nakadepend yung completeness niya as per the specifications that was sent by the developer. Sa socialized housing, 18 square meters lang yung minimum na floor area. Tapos pwede na siya na shell house lang with doors and windows. So at least may doors and windows. Hindi naman total na shell house na pati pinto and bintana wala. Hey, setbacks. Setbacks. Whatever the type of housing, okay, that you have or you will have, whether it's socialized or economic, okay, ang front setback is 1.5 meters. Okay. 1.5 meters from from the end of your lot, no, to the wall of your house. Sa front. Sa sides, unless it is single attached, minimum 1.5 meters. Kung single attached yan, both sides, 1.5 meters. Yung rear yard, 2 meters. 2 meters. Yung abutments, nakadepend na lang yan sa building code. Building code. Okay. Ito naman, ano daw yung water requirements ng BP 220? Same lang naman siya sa PD 957. 150 liters per day per capita or per AD. Yeah. No. Kasi sa PD 957 per capita yan. BP 220 per household. 150 liters per household. Okay. Water tank capacity, 20% ng ADD. Average, ano yan? Average daily. I forgot the other D. Mamaya, hanapin ko. Plus fire reserve. Okay. Then you have, okay. So dapat daw merong public or independent water supply system, then elevated or ground reservoir, which is 25 meters as a buffer. Operational deep well and pump sets, and LGU provided fire hydrants and cistern. Okay. For a multi-story building, uh, a water tank if pressure is required. Okay. Ang usually na important dito is yung 150 liters per day. Okay. So in terms of BP220, so ADD per household. Okay, average daily demand. Thank you, Clem. Average daily demand. There you go. 150 liters per day. All right. Yun. Sa PD957, per capita yun, per person, 150 liters per day. Pero hindi naman nabibilang kung ilan talaga yung tao sa subdivision. So, yun. Okay. Okay. So, ito yung lighting pole. Sa same din siya, 50 meters ang distance from one electrical pole to another. Tapos kapag less than that, pag less than 50 meters, every other pole dapat merong what do you call this? I forgot. Sorry. Street lights. Oh my God, I forgot. Andiyan na nga street light nga. All right, street lights. Yan. Pag less than 50 meters ang distance ng electrical pole, so every other pole may street light. Thanks. Okay, septic tanks. Septic tanks, ano lang siya? Nakabase siya sa PD 856, which is the Sanitation Code. Sanitation Code of the Philippines. Septic tank can either be communal or individual and should be connected to the community sewer system. So yung drainage system sa BP220, it should be a concrete lined canal with load-bearing cover. If applicable daw, underground drainage system with reinforced concrete pipes. 300 millimeters yung width. Catch basins, manholes, inlets, and cross drain. And it should drain into the appropriate water bodies or public drainage system or natural outfalls. Alright. Ito na, last na to. Garbage disposal daw sa BP220 should be undertaken either by the LGU o kung wala, by the individual lot owners or the homeowners association, observing the sanitary practices and proper sanitary practices and methods. Yung ito na pala, yung last. Sabi dito, sa BP220, in terms of firefighting daw, yung homeowners association has to form a fire brigade in collaboration with the barangay fire brigade. So dapat may ready sila na fire brigade in each socialized or economic subdivision. Yeah. Wow, so that's sakto lang, 8 o'clock. Okay. So, I hope may natandaan kahit paano. Miss Carissa, yes?
Sorry, may tanong po ulit. Kasi you mentioned earlier that there was a price adjustment from 1.7 million to 2.5 sa economic housing.
Yes.
How about po sa socialized housing? Is it still the same?
Wala pang memo, yes.
Okay. Thank you po.
So, yun pa rin. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Ano na? Yeah, any questions before we proceed sa reporting?
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Regarding sa related sa question ni Ma'am Charisma, yung sa 2.5 adjustment, sir. What if, sir, yung subdivision is maraming variations ng sizes. So hindi siya uniform. May ibang lots na raw lots, may iba may single attached, single
Mm.
detached.
Mm.
So may papasok sa economic, pero yung iba sir, ano yun, madadamay ba yung has higher dun sa ceiling na maging economic na siya as a whole?
Okay, I get your question. Una kasi hindi naman 'yan ma-approve as an economic subdivision kung wala sa plan na nakaayos lahat ng lots na ano lang na tawag dun, na nasa kasi as outlined na pang-economic yung lot areas. So hindi magkakaroon ng isa na sobrang laki or sobrang liit as long as ang minimum kapagka raw lot, yung lot lang talaga is 72 square meters. Yun lang naman yung requirement. Tapos kung meron mang single detached, as you mentioned earlier, single detached na house and lot, 40% nung house and lot na yun lang ang maximum price ng lot only. Yun. So, hindi mangyayari na yung sabi mo na iba-iba yung baka merong certain areas ng subdivision na iba yung sizes or masyadong nag-deviate doon sa iba kasi hindi ma-approve yun as an economic subdivision in the first place. Oo.
Hindi sir, bali ano po, as in yung subdivision po, meron siyang iba-ibang klaseng types of units.
Okay.
So meron papasok sa under economic yung size niya,
Okay.
pero meron din na mas mataas or mas hindi siya economic, hindi siya pasok sa economic. So yun sir, parang iba-iba. Meron kasing mga units sir na may
Oo.
subdivision na uniform lahat ng
Oo.
units, let's say
Yes.
72 square meters, 72 square meters all throughout
Yes,
yung
yes.
pero may subdivision naman sir na ano na iba-iba yung variation. May 72, may isang area na 72, may ibang area na pero within the subdivision sir. So ibang area
Mm.
72 tapos may isang group na area na 150 square meters yung lot
Okay.
area.
Alam ko na yung meron ganyan kasi merong sige na-late na tayo for sa report pero sasagutin ko yan. Kasi there was a time, then not a time 'no, until now naman, yung required na 20% ng medium cost and open market subdivisions dapat naka-allot towards socialized and or economic housing. So ang nangyari diyan sa kinukuwento mo, usually yung harap ng subdivision, medium cost. Yan, yun yung tag 100 square meters. Ayan. Pero yung likod, yung dulong-dulo, na mukhang kasama sa subdivision, pero actually hiwalay yun. Hiwalay na development yun. Yung nasa dulo na ano na 72 lang na socialized, yun yung ano nila, yung parang to answer the requirement na 20% socialized housing. So, yung sinasabi mo na economic na nagtaas ng 2.5, will it affect the others? Hindi, yung economic lang talaga ang maapektuhan. The others won't be.
Thank you sir.
Oo. Kasi when the developer applies for a permit, nakalagay talaga yan sa sige na nga, pakita ko na nga sa inyo. Yan. Wait nawala yung zoom. Ito. Yan. Nakalagay yan na pursuant to PD 957 or BP 220. So hindi pwedeng magsama yung PD 957 and BP 220 sa iisang subdivision, isang project. Pwede yan magkatabi. Tapos yung iba nasa likod yung ano, yung economic and socialized. Yan. At least that's what I've seen in practice. Oh. Yeah. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you
okay.
po.
Thank you, thank you. Ganyan po ang subdivision where I live. Yung likod part ay economic. Yes, oo. That's what they do. Kasi nga, merong requirement na 20%. Actually, binaba na yan eh. 15% na lang. 15% na 15% nung ginawa mong medium cost or open market, dapat mapatayo mo into economic or socialized. So, para siyang yung parang help mo yun eh for the housing shortage as a developer. Kaya nga yung si SM, 'di ba? May SMDC, 'di ba? O ano yung niya, yung economic and socialized. Hindi niyo alam?
Studio.
Hindi. Anong subdivision yung
Uwi ka na nga.
kala ko.
Maaga po. Ubus na ako sa lakad ko. Alam mo, paminsan-minsan.
Hindi, palabas yun, palabas. Kala ko. Alright. Yung yung Smile, ano yun? Smile ba yun?
Sa Batangas po ba yun?
Meron sa Batangas, meron sa Pampanga. Wait SMDC. Hindi. Wait Summer Hills. Yun. Summer Hills Home Development, SHDC. Yung SHDC ang socialized and economic arm ng SMDC. Hanapin nyo. SHDC, Summer Hills Home Development Corp. Sa tingin nyo ba, out of the goodness of the heart of SM nagtayo noon? Hindi. Kasi it's required. Oo, required na meron silang economic and socialized. So, yun. You get it? Option po ba ng developer kung alin ang susundin? Yes. Option at saka, sorry, may pala, direct message pala yun. Yes, kasi depende rin sa budget ng developer. Oh. Kasi kung hindi mo afford makatapos ng PD 957, so baka yung budget hanggang lang, BP 220 lang. Then pag kumita, tsaka na PD 957. Yun. Okay. Okay na? Ready na? Ready na for report?
Yes po, pero naka-disable po yung
Ay,
screen.
sorry. Ito na.
Opo. Pero okay lang naman po.
Okay na. Okay na siya ngayon. Alright.
Thank you po.
Mm.